Ralph Waldo Emerson said that all life is an experiment, which correlates with observe the observer. We are in a constant feedback loop between the universe and ourselves because consciousness is twofold: our multisensory system through which we experience the outside world and our sense of self. So it's always good to maintain an outside perspective and to keep the bigger picture in mind. It allows you to watch the storms pass and not get caught in them. The phrase love knowledge and know thyself sounds like one points to education and the other to spirituality, but I think they can go hand in hand and run parallel. Learning just for the love of learning leads to insight, insight to understanding, understanding to growth, and growth to greater good. Discovery is a gift of truth from the universe explaining itself, and the difference between information and discovery is perspective. Perspective is the gift of sight from the mind, giving vision that leads to understanding. All things are temporary, but that which is eternal, and that which is eternal evolves. Like D. Morgan said, the road you choose to travel means the difference in the dance. To understand is a craving that can never be satisfied, but it is the most satisfying craving to have. Just like the silent parts within music is necessary to form a song, so too what we perceive to be nothingness is necessary to form the universe. Our perception is so limited to what is seen and what is solid that we forget that cosmos or ether is part of the platonic solids and that the whole is always greater than the sum of its parts. All of existence is an intelligent design of energy in transition, made of potential and pattern, waiting to be explored. Platonic solids are the basic shapes that underline the observable reality, which is earth, air, fire, water, and cosmos. But it goes much deeper than that. All physical things are rooted in the metaphysical. Einstein's E equals mc squared showed us that emptiness isn't empty but full. It's in our nature to crave understanding of the flow of energy, the structure of the universe, and ourselves. We want to know why we do the things that we do, but also why we do the things that we do when we know what we are doing. Some believe in destroying the planet or ourselves in the name of progress, while others believe in standing still in the name of conservation. We find it easy to turn against one another because we think in dualistic terms. Technology and travel has helped us become a world without borders, but we are still polarized by politics and opinions. Human nature is flawed, but there's beauty in our attempts to become better despite ourselves. If only we could use our potential to learn from the patterns in our history. If we could not only think in terms of nature, but remember that we are nature, and in nature all dualism can be brought to a unified whole. We could find the line where science meets spirit, and where politics meets purpose. It could be the first steps to depolarization of the human race and becoming a singular organism that works for itself towards liberation. Socrates said that the unexamined life is not worth living. To live an examined life is to be a devotee of contemplation, to seek wisdom in order to attain purity and truth. Living an examined life is to dissolve into wonder and to dance to the symphony of what is eternal. Life does not only consist of experiences or survival, but we also need personal triumphs in order to keep us motivated, because we are thinking and feeling beings. So what makes a person feel empowered and whole regardless of what circumstances they find themselves in? I came up with the following questions that constitutes the human experience. What are your pre-existing ideas and perceptions? What are your fundamental motivations? What are your character strengths? And how can you modify and utilize the above to create more harmony in your daily life?